Captaincy is just over 2 weeks away and we know very little about it. We have yet to see the full reveal of it, especially with a lot of what is featured in the parchment being still shrouded in mystery. As you all know, my hype is through the roof for Season 7, but I can't lie. I have a few anxieties when it comes to what might and what might not be included in my beloved Captaincy update. So let's go over some details we don't know and which ones I think should be added as part of the Captaincy update, be it at the launch of Season 7 or in the months following it. Some of these will apply to already confirmed parts of the update and others won't. But first, a little message from the sponsor of this video. Before we move on to the meat of the video, I am truly blessed to have been sponsored for this video. It's been known for its amazing PvP matches, its insane boss battles, and the crazy number of champion combinations. You guys know it already, it's Raid Shadow Legends. As I'm sure you're all familiar with Raid, you know they're always boasting about their massive selection of champions. Over 600, or so I'm told. I really enjoy the fast turn-based gameplay and I love the character designs in this game. However, not many people know about the superb selection of bosses and it's time to put my favourite one in the spotlight today. It's Hellraiser the Dragon, the bloke from the opening cutscene and occupant of the Dragon's Lair dungeon. The dragon's got two main tricks, terrible breath and a host of debuffs. It'll definitely leave you burnt to a crisp if you're not careful. And there's a ton happening in Raid this month. They're bringing out 5 badass looking new champions and I can't wait to get my hands on them. They're also overhauling the Champions Vault and they've got a load of awesome smaller updates as well. On top of that, Raid's running a huge series of Summer Splash events for the whole month, where you can get your hands on some incredible skins for everyone's favourite dwarf, Trinder. But wait, there's more. Raid's currently running a special Deliana Chase event where all new and existing players get a brand new legendary champion from the High Elves faction. All you have to do is log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and July the 28th and you'll get Deliana for free. Deliana is one of the strongest support champions in the entire game and can help carry your team get past many of Raid's tougher challenges. The gifts keep coming too. All new players, listen up. Once you're in game, just enter the promo code MyDeliana to get 50 XP brews to max your legendary hero Deliana to level 50. You also get a ton of silver. Promo code is available till the 20th of July. There's never been a better time to get started. New players, use my link or scan the QR code right here and get a free starter pack worth almost $30, a free champion Tay-Rail, and also this cool in-game loot. Now, back to the video. So, starting with the most requested one, I've seen it listed in all your comments over the web. It's Lantern and Harpoon customization, with some of you even asking for compass customization. Rare have already revealed the extensive customization for the captain's cabin, but the only external customization we do know is the nameplate will be usable and you'll be able to get banners announcing your ship's entrance. However, one of the biggest requested pieces has not been mentioned. A lot of you probably don't care, but the basic lanterns and harpoons really break the theme of the ship. You can go for a really nice barnacled look with the likes of the Wading Barnacle and the Sunken Sorrow ship, only for the lanterns to look brand spanking new. The same goes for harpoons. They are forever doomed to look fresh out of the box for your sailor sloop. For the harpoons, you can look at how much more complex these can be made just by looking at the cannons for inspiration. Twin dragons, sea serpents, or whatever this is. This complexity can be extended to the more basic parts of the ship. The cabin looks good, but let's not forget the more striking aspects of when you first encounter a ship, aka the silhouette. So please add lantern and harpoon customization, and maybe even compasses too. Next up is the cabin customization. The galleon looks phenomenal from the trailer footage, but the sloop and brigantine were absent. Noticeably, they simply have much less in them than the galleon. Based on this, I would love to see just a few more aspects added, like an extra rug or even a captain's chair placed somewhere on the ship. At the very least, we have bed, table, rug and curtain customization. Hopefully Rare will be adding a few extra pieces to the captain cabins. I often solo sleep when none of my crew is on and I would love to purchase a little sleep of my own with a cozy captain's cabin. Seeing as we're talking about customization already, I am very confused on how many sets to expect. Do we have one for every full ship set we have, recolors and all? Or will a small selection be available at launch, with sets being drip fed much like the current cosmetics? Essentially, we have quite a backlog to get through, so it might be the latter. I will say though, we haven't been getting a whole lot on the cosmetic front over the last year or so it could be that the art team has been tied up making these new pieces. I really don't want to have the base sets be available at launch, then having to wait 2 years for the one ship set I use. If they do opt to go for drip feeding them, they better not be at the same rate of one recolor each month. There is a real chance for the cosmetic dump to happen. I would be disappointed if this was just swapped with the current system we have in place. On to my next point. Captaincy represents an opportunity to add some real progression to the game, a long-term gold sink, and a grind that truly separates the wheat from the chaff. Pirate Legend just doesn't cut it anymore, or even Athena 30, with the only true grind for commendations being inaccessible and largely unrewarding. A lot of you rebuke this point, and that's by the by, Pirate Legend is much easier to get today. It's not the hundreds of hours it used to be 4 years ago. With better missions, more ways to get loot and emissaries, this has cut the grind down exponentially. Captaincy should represent that goal for players that Pirate Legend should have been. It should be your progression after you hit Pirate Legend. Buy a ship, name it, but most importantly, work for it. Rare have been adding content for the last however many years for the new player, and in doing so, they've kinda alienated the most engaged players who do complete everything. Make not just the purchasing of the ship the goal, but maintaining it, customizing it, lock these awesome trinkets and decorations behind some meaty accommodations, or use them to refresh old content, but make them only earnable once you're a captain. Not every Game Pass Gary should be able to get their ship day one, but it should be something to keep them engaging with all the other content added over the last 4 years and leave the post-captaincy progression for everyone else. We don't know how the progression and choosing your own path will play out, but it should strive to be something like this. In this video, I was going to add the entrance banners for the ship. This was a suggestion conceptualized by Hitbo a while back, but this was actually confirmed in the podcast earlier this week with accompanying titles. I have to say, that's fucking excellent. I want to know who the ship is when we pull up next to them. I want people to know we mean business when we come to engage them, so titles could be a really effective means of conveying this. Imagine how sick it will be spying the guides and gameplay with Fuzzy Bond on the horizon, or the Salty Hippo Helms by Captain Blubber. This has huge potential, so I'm chuffed to hear it has made it in. Doing a 180 in terms of tone, the Sovereigns have me worried. The two concerns I have with them are the fact they look to invalidate the other trading companies, where they represent a much more efficient turn in spots than, at least, the Order of Souls and the Gold Hoarders. The merchants tend to be much easier to turn it into anyway. Have you ever used the rowboat method to the Servant of the Flame? We've sold stacks from a whole day's worth of playing in 2 minutes using the method. For us, we love a good fight, and the worst part of getting loot is selling it. We do this now out of necessity and commendations, but imagine how much of a crutch it will be for all those who don't like fighting. Right now, cashing in with another ship on your tail is doable if you don't stop, but stopping right on the dock and selling it in a flash could be the new meta. I'm sure every single one of you have sunk someone or have been sunk while selling. This takes away the urgency and the anxiety from it, with those heart-pounding moments being removed. But hey, at least I don't have to look at another gold hoarder ever again, or climb the Ninja Warrior course at Ancient Spire to sell my Athena loot. My final point relates to the Captain's Log. Again, we don't have all the information now, however, this does seem to be a chronicle of my ship's journey. The opportunities here are insane. Imagine hopping on someone else's ship and looking at their log. Then you see this ship has never sunk, but has also sunk 100 other player ships, or it's sailed 1,000 nautical miles, or it's completed 500 skeleton fleets. This is when you know you found a legendary crew and you want to make friends with them, or you want to fight them. This is the interaction I crave for in Sea of Thieves, so make the Captain's Log support that. And that just about does it. If you enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe. Tell me, are you hyped for Captaincy, or are you worried about it too? Join me again this Sunday as we're back on schedule for 2 videos a week. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.